Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most life-changing books ever written, The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle. This is not just a book summary. This is a journey that can transform the way you think, live, and experience life. If you feel stuck, overthink everything, or always worry about the past and future, then this book is exactly what you need. Imagine waking up every day with peace, happiness, and confidence. No stress about the past, no fear about the future, just enjoying life right now. That's what this book teaches. Eckhart Tolle shows us that most of our suffering comes from our own minds. We are always lost in thoughts about the past, regrets, mistakes, or the future. Worries, fears. But life is happening now. The present moment is the only real thing, and when you learn to live in it, your life will change forever. Before we start, let me tell you why reading books is the most powerful habit you can develop. Improves your English. Every book introduces new words, sentence structures, and ideas. The more you read, the faster your English improves. Makes you smarter. Every book is filled with years of wisdom from great minds. Imagine learning in a few hours what took them decades to discover. Changes your thinking. The right book can completely change your perspective, break bad habits, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Boosts your focus. In a world full of distractions, reading helps you concentrate better, which is a key skill for success. The best investment. Instead of wasting money on things that don't help you grow, investing in books will pay you for life with knowledge and wisdom. So today, by learning from the power of now, you are investing in yourself. And trust me, this is the best investment you will ever make. Chapter 1. You are not your mind. The first lesson of the power of now is understanding that your mind is not you. Let's break it down. The biggest illusion. I am my thoughts. Most people believe that their thoughts define them. We say things like, I am not good enough. I will never be successful. I wish I could change my past. What if something bad happens tomorrow? But who is thinking these thoughts? If you can hear these thoughts, doesn't that mean there is a part of you that is separate from them? Eckhart Tolle explains that we are not our thoughts. Thoughts are just mental noise, and most of the time, they make us unhappy. Imagine sitting in a room with a radio that keeps playing negative and fearful messages. You're not good enough. You'll fail if you try. Why did you make that mistake 5 years ago? Would you keep listening to this radio? Of course not. But most people listen to their minds all day without realizing they can turn it off. The solution. Eckhart says that instead of getting lost in your thoughts, try to observe them. Imagine sitting in a park and watching clouds pass by. You don't try to stop them. You just watch. The same way, you can watch your thoughts without getting attached to them. When you practice this, you will notice something amazing. Your mind will become quieter. You will feel peace for the first time in your life. Next time your mind starts overthinking or worrying, pause and ask yourself, who is thinking these thoughts? Can I just observe my mind instead of reacting to it? The moment you step back and watch, you break free from the mental prison. Lesson. Your mind is a tool. You should control it. Don't let it control you. Chapter 2. Consciousness. The way out of pain. Now that you understand that you are not your thoughts, the next step is to free yourself from emotional pain. Most people live with constant emotional pain, regret, guilt, anger, sadness, anxiety. But where does this pain come from? Eckhart Tolle explains that pain is created by our attachment to the past or fear of the future. For example, you made a mistake 5 years ago and you still feel guilty about it. You are scared of what will happen next year, so you live in constant fear. But here's the truth. The past is gone. The future hasn't happened. The only thing that exists is now. Tolle introduces a powerful concept called the pain body, an emotional energy that feeds on negativity. It reminds you of past pain so you feel bad again. It makes you overreact to small problems. It loves drama and fights because that gives it energy. The more you focus on negative thoughts, the stronger the pain body becomes. The solution. The only way to defeat the pain body is by becoming fully present in the now. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack of past pain and future worries. What if you put it down and just walked freely? That's what living in the present feels like. Whenever you feel pain, ask yourself, what problem do I have right now, in this exact moment? Am I worrying about something that isn't even real yet? When you focus on now, the pain disappears. Lesson: most suffering is an illusion. Focus on now, and you will be free. Chapter 3. Moving deeply into the now. Most people hear the phrase live in the now and think, that sounds nice, but how do I actually do it? Eckhart Tolle does not just give an idea. He gives practical techniques to help us truly experience life in the present moment. Think about your daily life. Most of the time, your mind is either reliving the past, thinking about what happened yesterday, last week, or years ago, worrying about the future, imagining what could go wrong, what might happen, and stressing about things that are not real yet. This is why many people feel empty even when they achieve success, buy expensive things, or have a good life. They are never fully present in their own lives. Example: imagine eating your favorite meal. The taste, the aroma, the warmth. It should be an amazing experience. But instead of truly enjoying it, you are thinking about a fight you had last week or worrying about work tomorrow. The food is there, but you are not. This is how most people live. They are always somewhere else. The solution: fully engage with the present moment. Eckhart Tolle teaches us a simple but powerful truth. The present moment is the only thing that is real. The past is a memory. The future is an imagination. But right now, this moment is the only thing that truly exists. How can we start living in the present? Use your senses to anchor yourself. The easiest way to return to the present moment is through your senses. What do you hear right now? The sound of birds, the wind, distant traffic? What do you see? Colors, shapes, movement. What do you feel? The weight of your body on the chair, the air on your skin. Your senses only exist in the present moment. If you focus on them, your mind automatically stops wandering into the past or future. Example: next time you drink a glass of water, don't just gulp it down mindlessly. Feel the temperature, the texture, the sensation of swallowing. Something as simple as drinking water can bring you deeply into the present if you fully experience it. Drop resistance. Accept the moment as it is. Most suffering comes from resisting the present moment. We think, this should not be happening. I wish things were different. But fighting reality only creates more pain. Instead of resisting, accept the moment as it is. This does not mean you give up or stop improving your life. It simply means you stop arguing with reality and start working with it. Example: you are stuck in traffic. You can either get frustrated, complain, and stress about being late, Accept that traffic exists, relax, take deep breaths, and enjoy listening to music or a podcast. The situation is the same, but your experience is completely different based on your mindset. When you fully accept the present, you feel a deep sense of peace, even in difficult situations. Stop living for someday. Joy is now. Many people say, "I'll be happy when I get a better job. I'll be happy when I have more money. I'll be happy when I find the perfect relationship." This is an endless trap. If you always live for some future goal, you will never feel satisfied. The moment you achieve one thing, your mind will immediately start chasing the next thing. True joy is only found in this moment. Example: a father spends years working hard so he can retire and finally enjoy life. But when he finally retires, he realizes he never learned how to enjoy life in the first place. He spent his whole life waiting for happiness, and now it feels empty. Happiness is not in the future. It is in small moments, laughing with a friend, feeling the warmth of the sun, enjoying a deep breath. If you can't enjoy life now, you never will. Chapter 4: Mind Strategies for Avoiding the Now. Most people have lived in their minds for so long that they do not even realize it. The mind is constantly searching for problems, worrying about things that do not exist, and creating unnecessary stress. Your mind does not want you to live in the present moment. Why? Because when you are present, the mind loses its control over you. The mind plays tricks to keep you stuck in constant thinking. Let's break down 3 of the most powerful ones. 1. The "I'll be happy when" trap. The mind loves to convince you that happiness is in the future. I'll be happy when I buy a house. I'll be happy when I get a promotion. I'll be happy when I find the right person. But this is an illusion. The future never comes. The moment you get what you wanted, the mind finds something new to chase. You are never satisfied. Example: think about a time when you finally achieved something you wanted. How long did the happiness last? A few days? A few weeks? Then what happened? Your mind started chasing the next goal. Real happiness is already available. Not in the future, but in the present moment. Creating drama and problems. Your mind is addicted to problems. Even when life is going well, it'll find something to worry about. If you have money, you worry about losing it. If you are in a relationship, you worry about it ending. If everything is fine, your mind makes up imaginary problems. Why does the mind do this? Because it needs problems to survive. If everything is peaceful, the mind has nothing to do. Imagine you are sitting outside on a perfect day. The sun is shining, there is a soft breeze, and everything is calm. But instead of enjoying it, your mind starts thinking, what if something bad happens tomorrow? It cannot let you just enjoy the moment. The ego's need for identity. The mind is obsessed with who you think you are. It creates a false identity based on the past. I am a failure because I made mistakes before. I am not good enough because of what happened in my childhood. I am this kind of person, and I can never change. This identity keeps you stuck. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. The only thing that is real is who you are right now. Imagine a computer running an old program full of errors. If you keep using the same program, the same problems will repeat. But if you delete the old program and install a new one, everything changes. In the same way, you can let go of your old identity and start fresh, living fully in the present. Chapter 5: The State of Presence. Living in the present moment is not just a mental concept. It is a state of being, a way of existing where you feel completely alive, aware, and at peace. This state is called presence. Most people never experience true presence because their mind is always active, distracting them with thoughts of the past or future. But once you enter this state, you feel something incredible. A deep sense of peace that nothing in the external world can take away. What does presence feel like? Presence is not thinking about the present moment. It is experiencing it fully. Think of a time when you were so absorbed in something that your mind became silent. Maybe it was watching a beautiful sunset, completely mesmerized by the colors. Playing a sport, fully focused on the game, forgetting everything else. Listening to music that touched your soul so deeply that you forgot about time. In these moments, you were not thinking about life. You were living it. That is presence. Why most people never experience presence? The biggest enemy of presence is the overactive mind. Our minds are like a noisy radio that never stops playing. The moment you wake up, it starts. What do I need to do today? Why did that person say that to me yesterday? I hope things go well tomorrow. This constant mental noise blocks presence. It pulls you into problems that don't even exist in reality. Imagine you are drinking a hot cup of tea. If your mind is filled with thoughts, you don't really experience the tea. You just consume it without awareness. But if you are fully present, you feel the warmth, taste every sip, and truly enjoy it. How to enter the state of presence. Presence is always available. You don't need to do anything special. It is your natural state when you stop identifying with your thoughts. Here are 3 powerful ways to become present. 1. Stop labeling everything. The mind is addicted to labels. The moment we see something, we immediately name it. That is a tree. This is a difficult situation. That person is annoying. But these labels separate us from direct experience. A tree is not just a tree. It is alive, moving, changing, connected to the earth. When we drop labels, we start experiencing life more deeply. Example: next time you go outside, instead of just saying, "This is a tree," actually observe it. Notice its texture, how the wind moves its leaves, how the sunlight hits it. The moment you stop mentally labeling, you step into presence. 2. Focus on the space between thoughts. Most people believe they are their thoughts. But have you ever noticed that there is a gap between thoughts? Even if it lasts for a fraction of a second, in that gap, you experience pure presence. Try this. Take a deep breath. Instead of waiting for the next thought, focus on the silence between thoughts. The longer you do this, the more present you become. Presence is always there, hidden between the mental noise. You just have to notice it. 3. Use your breath as an anchor. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools to bring you into the present moment because it is always happening now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Feel the air moving into your lungs. Notice a slight pause before you exhale. Exhale slowly and fully. Repeat, feeling every detail of your breath. The moment you focus on your breath, your mind stops wandering. You enter presence. Chapter 6. The Inner Body. Your gateway to the present. One of the most powerful ways to experience presence is by connecting with your inner body. Most people live entirely in their heads, lost in thoughts. But true presence is not just mental. It is physical. When you bring awareness into your body, you automatically enter the present moment. What is the inner body? The inner body is the life energy that exists within you. It is not something you see. It is something you feel. Even right now, if you close your eyes and focus on your hands, you can feel them without touching them. That vibration, warmth, or energy you sense is your inner body. The moment you shift awareness from your thoughts to your body, you immediately enter the present moment. Thoughts come from the mind, but your body always exists now. Example: imagine you are walking in a park. If your mind is overactive, you are thinking about work, bills, or things that don't even matter. But if you bring awareness into your feet as you walk, feeling each step, you become present. Here are simple steps to shift awareness from your thoughts into your inner body. Feel the energy inside you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Focus on your hands. Can you feel a slight tingling or warmth? Move this awareness to your arms, chest, legs. Feel your entire body from within. When you do this, your mind becomes quiet. Use movement to bring awareness into the body. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or even slow walking can help you feel your inner body. The key is to move with awareness. If you are walking, feel each step. If you are exercising, focus on the movement instead of thinking. This practice makes your presence stronger. Chapter 7. Dissolving the Ego. The greatest obstacle to presence. The biggest enemy of presence is the ego. The ego is not just arrogance. It is the false identity created by your mind. It is the voice that says, I am better than them. I am not good enough. I need to prove myself. The ego is never satisfied. It always wants more. More attention, more success, more control. The ego loves to keep you trapped in. The ego constantly compares. They are more successful than me. I am a failure. I am smarter than them. I need to prove my worth. This never ends. Even if you become successful, the ego will find someone else to compare you to. Seeking validation. The ego wants approval from others. It fears rejection. This is why people post on social media just for likes, change themselves to fit in, feel miserable when someone criticizes them. But no amount of external validation will ever satisfy the ego. The only way to be free is to stop seeking approval and find peace within yourself. Creating a false identity. The ego clings to stories about who you are. I am successful. I am a failure. I am important. But these are just mental concepts. You are not your thoughts. You are beyond any label. How to dissolve the ego. The ego can only survive if you believe in it. The moment you become aware of it, it loses power. Every time you catch yourself comparing, pause and return to the present moment. Stop chasing approval. Find confidence inside yourself. Remember, you are not your thoughts, achievements, or failures. You are something deeper, pure presence. Chapter 8. The Discovery of Inner Space. Finding True Freedom. Most people live trapped inside their thoughts, never realizing that they are prisoners of their own minds. But true freedom does not come from money, success, or control over others. It comes from discovering inner space. Inner space is the peaceful, silent awareness that exists beyond your thoughts. It is the vast, open consciousness that is always present. But most people never notice it because they are too busy listening to the endless noise of their mind. Right now, if you pause for a moment and simply observe your thoughts, you will notice something. Your thoughts come and go, but there is something deeper that is always there, watching. That watcher, that silent awareness, is you. Not your thoughts, not your emotions, but something far greater. Most people believe that their mind is all there is. But once you realize that you are not your thoughts, you are the space in which thoughts appear and disappear, you become truly free. The reason people suffer is because they identify with their thoughts. For example, if a thought says, "I am not good enough," most people believe it. If a thought says, "I will never be successful," they accept it as truth. If a thought says, "I need more to be happy," they chase after something external. But thoughts are not facts. They are temporary mental events that come and go like clouds in the sky. You are not your thoughts. You are the sky, and your thoughts are just passing clouds. The more inner space you create, the freer and more peaceful you become. Here's how you can do it. Instead of getting lost in thoughts, simply watch them. When a negative thought appears, don't fight it. Just observe it like a passing cloud. The more you do this, the more space you create between yourself and your thoughts. Close your eyes and focus on the silence around you. Silence is not just the absence of sound. It is something alive, something that connects you to the present moment. The more you listen to silence, the more you feel your inner space growing. When listening to someone speak, notice the pauses between their words. Those small gaps of silence are inner space. The more you focus on these gaps, the more aware you become of the space within you. The moment you discover inner space, your suffering begins to dissolve. You realize that you are not your problems, not your fears, not your past or future. You are something much deeper, much freer. Chapter 9. Transcending Time. Living in the Eternal Now. Most people are either stuck in the past or obsessed with the future. They rarely experience life as it is happening, but the past is gone, and the future does not exist yet. The only thing that is real is now. Time is a mental concept. It only exists in the mind. The past only exists as a memory in your thoughts. The future only exists as a projection in your mind. But you are always here, now. Even when you think about the past or future, you are doing it in the present moment. People are afraid to fully embrace the present moment because they have been conditioned to believe that happiness is always somewhere else. Once I achieve my goals, then I will be at peace. Once I fix my problems, then I will be happy. Once I get rich, then my life will be perfect. But this is a trap. If you don't learn to be fully present now, you will always be chasing happiness in the future. To live in the present, you must break free from the illusion of time. Here's how. Stop waiting for life to begin. Many people act like their life hasn't started yet, as if they are in a waiting room preparing for something better in the future. But life is happening now. If you don't live fully in this moment, you will miss your entire life. Treat each moment as an end in itself. Instead of doing things just to get to the next thing, focus on the thing itself. When drinking tea, don't just drink it, experience it fully. When walking, don't just walk to get somewhere. Feel every step. Accept the present moment completely. Whatever is happening right now, this is your life. If you resist it, you suffer. If you accept it, you find peace. The more you surrender to the now, the more you realize that this moment is already perfect. Chapter 10. Surrender. The key to true peace. One of the most powerful teachings in this book is surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means letting go of resistance and fully accepting what is. Most people fight against reality. They resist their emotions. They resist their circumstances. They resist things that they cannot change. But resistance only creates suffering. When you surrender, you say, I accept this moment exactly as it is. I will not fight against reality. I will flow with it. This does not mean you stop improving your life. It means you stop arguing with the present moment. The ego hates surrender because it wants to be in control. It wants life to be a certain way. It wants people to behave a certain way. It wants to control outcomes. But life is unpredictable. No matter how much you try to control it, there will always be things outside your control. The more you resist, the more you suffer. To surrender means to trust life. Here's how to do it. Accept every moment as it is. Instead of fighting against what is happening, say, this is my reality right now. I accept it fully. The moment you accept, peace enters your life. Stop arguing with what already happened. The past cannot be changed. If something painful happened, ask yourself, can I change it? If the answer is no, let go and move forward. Let go of the need to control everything. You cannot control how people act. You cannot control how the world works, but you can control how you respond. When you surrender, you realize that life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Every experience, even the painful ones, are part of your growth. The moment you surrender, you become free. You have just taken a deep dive into one of the most powerful books ever written, The Power of Now. But let me tell you something. Knowledge is useless if you don't apply it. Right now, you have two choices. 1. You can forget everything you just learned. Go back to your old habits and continue living the same way. 2. Or you can wake up. You can decide that from this moment forward, you will live differently. You will not be controlled by your mind. You will not live in the past or the future. You will live now. Most people spend their whole lives waiting for success, waiting for happiness, waiting for the perfect moment. But life doesn't wait for you. Every second you waste in overthinking, in fear, in regret, is a second of your life you will never get back. You don't need to wait for happiness. You don't need to wait for confidence. You don't need to wait for the right moment. The right moment is now. Stop waiting for permission to live your best life. Stop letting your past mistakes define you. Stop worrying about things you cannot control. Your life is too short to live in fear, too precious to waste in regret, too powerful to be controlled by your thoughts. Right now, take a deep breath and realize something. You are free. Free to choose a new path. Free to break the chains of your own mind. Free to live a life of peace, success, and purpose. If this book inspired you, don't just let it sit in your mind. Take action today. Practice being present. Observe your thoughts instead of reacting to them. Surrender to the flow of life. And most importantly, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop improving. If this summary helped you, imagine how many more powerful lessons you can learn from other books. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more powerful book summaries, life-changing success lessons, and motivation that will push you toward your best life. Your future is in your hands, but your power is in the now. Go out there and live your best life. See you in the next video.